Hello, and welcome to this 10-minute yoga practice intended to leave you feeling strong and relaxed at the same time. We're going to begin in downward dog. So take your hands wide on your mat, spread your fingers out wide, tuck your toes so that your toe pads are on the mat, push down into your feet and hands, lift your hips up and back to downward dog position. Bend one knee at a time, bring a little bit of movement here to get going, just get a little bit of flow of circulation in your body. Bring your feet together. Extend your right leg long, bend your knee and stack your hips. Nice big breaths here. Press down through your hands, belly in. And reverse sides. Bring your right foot down, lift your left leg up, bend your knee. Same thing. Bring your left foot down to meet your right. Take your feet to hips width distance. Come forward to a high plank position so that your shoulders are over your wrists, and then ensure that your belly is pulled in, that you lift the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button to maintain strength and integrity here. You're going to hold this, set your gaze, seal your lips, and breathe in and out of your nose. Good. Now from here, lift your right foot up. Bring your right knee to your right tricep. Take your right leg back, but don't touch your toes down. And then knee to tricep, that's 2. Take your right leg back, keep it lifted. Knee to tricep, 3. Take your right leg back, keep it up. Knee to tricep, 4. Take your right leg back and lifted. Knee to tricep, 5. Now take your right foot back, high plank position, downward facing dog. Bring your feet together. Take your right leg up, bend your knees, stack your hips. You can stay here or this time, flip dog. Bring your right foot down on the outside of your left foot. Turn your chest toward the ceiling and reach with your right hand towards the front of the room. Downward facing dog. Feet together. Take your left leg back. Bend your knee. Stay here in 3-legged dog or come to flip dog. Bring your left foot down on the outside of your right foot. Turn all 10 toes to face the back of your mat. Push your chest up and reach your left arm forward in flip dog. Soften your elbows. Integrate your shoulders. Reach a little bit further. Downward facing dog. Feet to hips width distance now. Come back to that high plank position. Stack your shoulders over your wrists. Pull your belly and get long and strong here. Lift your left foot up. Bring your left knee to your left tricep. 1. Extend your left leg back, but keep it lifted. Knee to tricep. 2. Extend it back. Knee to tricep. 3. Extend your left leg. Knee to tricep. 4. Extend your left leg. And knee to tricep. 5. Nice. Extend your left leg back, release it to the mat. Now come to hands and knees. Again, ensure that your shoulders are over your wrists. Get nice and lined up here. We're going to do cat to cow for cat pose. Arch your back up towards the ceiling. Let your head come down. Cow pose, belly down, chest forward, just the opposite. Now cat, arch your back. Let your head come down. Cow pose, belly down, chest forward. We'll do one more round. Cat pose to cow pose. And from cow, simply lift your hips up and back to downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward. Keep your back knee lifted. Stack your right knee over your right ankle. And then come up, arms to the ceiling, crescent lunge. See if you can bring your right thigh parallel to the mat. Get nice and low here. Build an inner fire. Focus your eyes to one spot and move your breath. Warrior 2, spin your back foot flat and then open your arms front to back. Take your gaze over your front middle finger. Sink nice and low in your front leg. Again, you want to build an inner fire. And the inner fire comes from your effort. Good, now bring your right hand down along the outside of your front foot. Scoot your back foot up just a little bit and then come to half moon. Lift your left leg up. Lift your left arm up. Take your gaze up to your top thumb or beyond to the ceiling. See if you can lift your left leg up just a bit higher. And then bring your left hand down, standing splits. Turn your left toes to face the mat. Walk your hands back so that your nose comes towards your right knee. Hug in tight. Bring your left foot down to meet your right at the top of the mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift, lengthen. Fold forward, chest to thighs, breathe out. Reach your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Extended mountain, full breath in. And fold back down, chest to your thighs, hug in. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Plant your hands, step to a high plank. Move to low plank, that's chaturanga. Upward dog, press the tops of your feet down, lift your chest. Downward dog, send your hips up and back. Now step your left foot forward, setting up for crescent lunge. Left knee over left ankle, get stacked. Come onto the toes of your back foot so that your heel is over the ball of your foot. And then reach your arms up, crescent lunge. Use your breath to sink in toward the sensation, not avoid it. Go to it, invite it, choose it. Now warrior two, spin your back foot flat. Open your arms long, front to back. Adjust your feet. You want your front toes facing forward, your back toes facing the right side of your mat. Sink down into the lunge, breathe. Bring your left hand down along the outside of your front foot. Bring your back foot up a bit, a couple inches, and then press down into your left foot and left hand, half moon. Lift your your right leg and arm up. If you feel wobbly, focus your eyes. Bring your right hand down, standing splits, point all 5 toes on your right foot straight to the mat. Walk your hands back, bring your nose toward your left knee. And release your right foot next to your left foot at the front of your mat. Take your feet out wide on the mat. Turn your toes out at an angle. Come down to a yoga squat. Bring your bottom towards the mat. Press your hands together at the center of your chest. Push your elbows into your inner knees or inner thighs. Lift your chest up. Focus your gaze to one point. With your lips sealed, direct your breath in and out of your nose. Yeah, you'll simply bring your hands to the mat, heel toe your feet together. Come up into chair pose. Lift your heels up. Bring your bottom slowly all the way down to your heels. Now lower your bottom down onto the mat. Boat pose, take your legs up, arms up. You can modify, you can bring your hands to the backs of your knees if you need less. Otherwise, go for what you've got, fullest expression. Pull your knees into your chest, plant your feet on the mat. Come to lie on your back. Take your legs straight up to the ceiling. This is a supported shoulder stand. You can also do this up against the wall if you'd like. You scoot your bottom all the way up against the wall and take your legs up the wall. Begin to slow your breathing. Notice your heart rate slow down. Pull your knees into your chest. Give yourself a big squeeze. Rock side to side. And then move into the fetal position on your favorite side with your eyes closed. Take a couple moments here. Acknowledge yourself for making the time in your day to breathe and move and be intentional. And with eyes closed, come to a seated position. Bring your palms together at the center of your chest. Sit up tall. Bring your hands, your thumbs to the center of your forehead. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining for this 10-minute flow. Namaste.